It feels like these days with streaming, there's kind of like two archetypes that you could go in. You look at Kai Cenat, it's like, oh, okay, that's what you do if you want to remain brand friendly and you want to be able to get all these sponsorships and, you know, be liked by the corporate overlords or whatever. He's obviously like just taking his shit to a crazy level, but he's also managed to stay relatively safe throughout it. Then you look at somebody like Adin Ross, who's just basically like, he had like I remember interviewing him at the very beginning and he had like a very clean image and you could kind of imagine him just being gigantic in a certain way. And then instead he decides to go in the direction of hanging out with Andrew Tate and saying the N-word and just kind of basically like taking it as not brand friendly as possible. So like, how do you look at those two routes at this point, those options?
I mean, the Kai route is like, I don't think that could be replicated. Like, I feel like that's like a one-of-a-kind thing. You could try to replicate it, but, I mean, when I first discovered Kai, I think it was on an Adin Ross stream. And then one day it just popped up, boom. So the way he's going is, I would say, is more business savvy. The way Adin Ross is going is more so, I don't give a fuck. But, I mean, I would choose the Kai route. The brand route that's the way to go. The Adin route, it's like, I don't know where he's going to go next, but maybe that's his niche. So,
but do you think you even have it in you, though, to control yourself consistently? Because, I mean, if I were Kai, somehow, if I were, like, placed into his body, it would be very hard for me to, like, constantly not, like, push at the edges of what's allowed on the platform and shit. Whereas I feel like for him, that kind of self-preservation seems like it comes naturally.
I feel like, you know, some people, they're natural at personal speaking. Some people are not. Everything is a skill. So I think what Kai does is like, I think he's a natural. You know, you could like look in somebody's eyes and be like, damn, they're faking it. I feel like he could just yell in the middle of an airport and that's just who he is. But as far as like the platform goes, like we all got to control ourselves. That's Twitch.
Right.
Like if I could just say whatever I wanted to say without worrying about it, I probably have like 25% more of a good time.
Really?
Yeah, but
what part of yourself are you not putting out there into the world?
I mean, just certain shit I want to say. Like, I mean, I said the word midget and got suspended.
On Twitch?
Yeah, because I didn't know it was a slur.
That's insane.
I had to Google, like, is midget a slur? And yeah, it's a slur. So it's just little shit that I say. I got to filter. I got to edit myself. I got to edit my voice in order to be able to survive. Not really survive on a platform, but like be friendly enough towards the platform. Yeah, like on YouTube, I say whatever the fuck I wanted.
It is crazy when you look at Twitch because it feels like such a giant percentage of the biggest creators have kind of moved on, either because they were kind of edgy and offensive or because they just got offered deals in other places.
Offered deals like we're kicked?
Yeah, the kicks and the rumbles and the... I mean, but then a lot of people like, you think of Adin Ross, it's like, of course, he needs to be on Kick.
Yeah.
He just would not be able to survive on Twitch with the kind of stuff that he's been doing, like humor-wise. And everything.
Shit, he was surviving just fine before.
Yeah.
Until he started getting edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess some people, they just got to unleash the beast. I think with him, he just, over time, he's just like, fuck, I'm just tired of just not being myself. And it just, it played out the best way for him.
And if you're making like millions of dollars a month, it's like, okay, you're not getting the, I don't know, Harry Potter fucking video game brand deal or whatever it is, but you're already making enough money that you probably, you know, could do this for a couple of years and then never work again.
It's true. Yeah, I think Adin is pretty set, but now he kind of just gets to chill and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Which, isn't that the American dream, to just make millions and do whatever the fuck you want?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about white boys saying the N-word like that, along with Chief Keef? Because Chief Keef didn't seem like he minded at all. I asked Blueface how he felt about it. He was totally fine with it.
Doesn't mean shit. Like, so I say this type of shit on the stream all the time. It just doesn't bother me. I feel like if somebody says the N-word, it's more like saying dude. I know a lot of people might be pissed off at me for saying that because I tweeted something like that a couple years ago, but it's like I got Armenian homies that say it, Hispanic homies that say it, Asian homies that say it. I feel like it evolved into just like saying bro or something. You ever seen a fight video on World Star? Nobody's black. They're still saying nigga. Like they're still saying the N-word. It's an aggression word. It feels good to say. I don't think it's a racial thing.
But when you say that, it's like you're siding with your gamer half more than your black half. Mm-hmm. Is that accurate?
As far as like when I tell them that they can say the N-word?
I mean, are you just not being offended by somebody saying, a white kid saying it, or just viewing it as, like so many people were horrified when they heard Ninja yell the N-word at the screen. But then everybody who's like played video games kind of perceived it maybe a little bit differently.
It wasn't ER though, right?
I think it was.
Oh, it was? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, that's out of pocket.
And it wasn't like a sentence. It was just that word. Boom.
Oh,
and
damn.
I'm not saying that it's okay at all, but it's like in the video game context, it is a little different.
ER is different.
Right.
A is different. So ER is just like, if you say ER, you've said it before.
Right.
Like you've said it millions of times. It's just not going to slip out. It's just like if I say the F word, it's just not going to slip out. I'm saying it already. I've said it before. I grew up saying it. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have an issue with anybody saying the one with the A at the end. It's not that big of a deal. It's not an issue for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it like, do your peers or like the people you grew up around and shit, do they understand the success you've had, or is it kind of weird because it's in such a niche category?
I mean, I feel like for sure I've had like a lot of leeching and jealousy.
Really?
Yeah, like because everybody knows me for being quiet. So when they pop on the internet and see the shit you see, whether it's family members, people I grew up with, they're like, "Oh, you're fucking arrogant, blah, blah, blah. Like you're not the person I remember." I'm like, I mean, this is who I am now. Like, so, I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't understand it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't understand it at all.
Right.
Definitely a lot of envy though.
It is weird because it's like, as a streamer, you'll be on there. What's your average stream length?
Shit, like what do I do? Like what's my
Or
breakdown?
like how long will you be on?
Shit, 6 to 8 hours.
Right, 6 to 8 hours. Now, obviously, almost nobody besides your actual fans are gonna fucking watch more than like a small chunk of this. But then, the 30-second clip of you that goes viral to the masses will be viewed as like a complete encapsulation of who you are as a person. Because obviously, just very few people are gonna watch it 8-hour stream, and that can be frustrating as a streamer because you're like, well, what the fuck? You're not taking into account the fact that I was saying this, and this contrary to that opinion for the entirety of my stream. And then I said one thing that maybe went against it, and you guys are going to treat that like that's my full opinion. And it's just like, as a result, the perspective that the masses get of streamers a lot of times gets colored just by these little tiny viral chunks.
That's true. And that's what happened with me because everything has happened through viral chunks. They're just like, oh, just like when people see me, oh, you're kill yourself guy. I'm walking to Walmart, yo, can I get a picture that you should kill yourself guy? I'm like, I mean, I literally said that because I was like being stalked. And I just thought it was like, you know what, let me chew this motherfucker out. It just came out natural. So, I mean, it's all a part of the game. I've been dealing with this shit since 2015. So I'm used to like scrutiny. I'm used to, I mean, I was doing this when I had like 100 viewers. I would just still be there for like hours and hours. I just said, fuck it. I just always did my own thing.
Right.